Hey Geminis, welcome to your 2020 Tarot and Astrology reading for the year ahead. All right, this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you guys haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Do make sure to share if you enjoyed it. And check out your monthly reads, guys. If you want to book a private reading, all that information is always in the description box below this video. All right, let's get into this, guys. There's a lot of astrology to get through, and then we're going to pull a card for each month as just a general overview, and then we're going to pull one card for the theme of your year, okay? So I'm going to shuffle up my original Rider-Waite deck while we talk about the astrology. There's some big things happening this year, and I can't get through all of it, but we will go in a lot deeper, obviously, in the monthlies, as I always do. So, January 10th, we have the first of 6 lunar eclipses. The first of 6 eclipses. It's just a lunar eclipse, this eclipse. They're not all lunar eclipses. Let me start that one over. There's 6 eclipses this year, guys. And the first one is January 10th. It's a lunar eclipse, full moon in Cancer. It's happening in the North Node and in your second house of money, belongings. So you're going to be really nurtured by finances this year. There's a lot of really good energy for you guys this year in astrology. And I'm really excited, actually, to do your polls for this year because it's just overall good stuff for you, okay? So there's a lot of also... there's a lot of ease and no stress in terms of our financial and physical situations here. January 12th, we have a Saturn-Pluto conjunction. That's big news. You hear a lot of other astrologers talk about that. It's in your 8th house of institution. So it's you in relationship to others, and it's happening at 22 degrees Capricorn. So in your 8th house, again, really what you're able to change in terms of jobs, promotions, expand, and really growth in terms of your job, in terms of your money. So it's really, really good. Overall, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction happens every 33 to 38 years. So it's big news, and it continues to conjunct a few times over 2.5 years or so. So this is the global Saturn return, basically. And it's going to be very much about the karmic nature of that applying to the whole world here. So it's going to completion of an almost 4-decade-long planetary cycle, bringing a lot of undertones of judgment. Saturn is the lord of karma, also related to Kronos, the Greek god of time measurement. It's very air-centered, very structural, and it has kind of the skeleton in which things are built around. Whereas Pluto is Hades, the enactor of karma. He brings about implosion, that phoenix energy, transformation. So Saturn is the celestial clock, and Pluto is this force that comes to power when time is due. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at all my astrology notes because there is so much to go over here. So I try to take down a lot of notes. So that's what I'm looking at. So this is going to have, again, a really deep impact at the world at large for the next 2.5 years or so. And it's not going to happen just like that, like Uranus and Taurus. It's more of a slow developing energy here. Both of the signs have 2 retrogrades. So again, the effects aren't going to be visible at first. They're slow, constrained explosions that focus on the structures built by Saturn that are needing to undergo this test of time. So let's continue to talk here. April 4th. The 30th and the 12th of November are really great opportunities for great luck and expansion for you because that all of those dates are when Jupiter conjuncts Pluto. So people are going to be seeing you and recognizing your talents. It's a lot of really good luck, a lot of benefic energy coming in for you guys here. So I'm going to move these so I can read them a bit better. But yeah, things should be really good for you guys there. You're going to be able to... This energy is helping you to network to a better position, a place where things are going to be steadily improving throughout the year. At each one of these dates, expect things to steadily improve, especially in terms of work and finances. It's just really good. So if those things aren't happening at those times, then you might not be in the right job and you might need to change that structure in your life here. But it's a lot of really great energy for money and balance this year. A lot of really good career energy, a lot of again making really good connections through career and through communication. Really good for you this year. May 13th to June 25th, we do have a Venus retrograde in your sign, so in your first house in Gemini. So it can be a little bit backwards and not that clear, so be careful in terms of relationships. June 5th, let me step back for a second. May 5th, we have the nodes changing. The north and the south nodes are changing. The north node, let me just make sure. I believe it moves into your sign, actually. Let me just check right quick here. Yes, yes, it does. Okay, so the North Node moves into your sign. The South Node moves into Sagittarius. For some reason, I wanted to say Cancer and Sagittarius, and that is not right. So it's going to be really bringing about this energy in the North and South Node in terms of what we bring in and what we need to, step away from here. Because again, there's a focus here on what you're doing and how you're utilizing yourself with what you've known. The South Node in Sagittarius is what we're wanting to step away from. So we're releasing, belief, spirituality, and focusing on what we're learning as new beliefs here. We're really changing in those areas. So that's just a big energy that's going to be around as well, starting May 5th when they switch over. Anyways, let me move on back to June 5th. Lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is in the South Node, and it's going to bring up this desire to really find support in others. It's going to bring up the release in this desire to find support in others. You can support yourself is really what this has you focusing on. I said that a little bit backwards there. You're working really well with others. You can articulate clearly and really genuinely. And because of that, you don't need to be relying on anybody else. People might even be trying to rely on you more. June 21st, we have a solar eclipse in Cancer. So it's a new moon in Cancer, solar eclipse in your second house of money, and it's in the North Node. So it's pulling in all this really great articulating and writing, communication energy. This year, you guys are really just coming across the way you've wanted to, the way you want to be seen. And your finances and career, and again, your image to others is really quite supported and nurtured. July 5th, we have another lunar eclipse here in the full moon in Capricorn, and that's hitting your 8th house. So it brings up again your devotion to working hard this year and bringing about success. So it's really all focus on success and thriving for you guys. November 30th, we have a lunar eclipse, full moon in Gemini in your 1st house. So that's all about you. It's like you're in your element, guys. There's a really secure energy in yourself. Like you're really secure and confident in yourself. Your communication is leading to big expansions in your life. So communicate, find ways to reach out to people, build new relationships. December 14th, we have the total solar eclipse, new moon in Sagittarius. So it's hitting the South Node, and it's going to have you letting go of this, again, need to chase relationships, love or career or friendships, whatever it is, because you know your own worth, and that's really what's important there. At the bottom of the deck, we see that Ace of Cups. December 21st, we have something really big here that happens only every 20 years. It's the Great Conjunction of Jupiter, the planet of good luck, expansion, benefic energy, and Saturn, structure, paternal structure of all that kind of energy, and it's really going to test humanity, and the world will be changing in 2020 because of this. So I think it's going to hit in some really big social and structure of the world kind of ways. Last time it happened was 2001 when we had 9/11, and even though that happened in the States, that was a change in the world. And before that, in 81, the AIDS crisis was a big thing that was happening then as well. So there's a lot of possible crisis that could be coming up, but we're not going to worry about that until the end of this year. All right. So Gemini, that's your astrology. Let's move into your tarot here. I'm going to pull one for each month, and then we're going to pull one from a different deck for your overall theme for the year. So let's go here. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's happening, or what is the theme of January for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? January 2020. Oh, these cards are difficult to shuffle, so. Oh, and interesting. The first one that I saw is the one I'm going to take. It's a pretty good one. All right, let's continue on here, Gemini. February for Gemini. We'll take it. March for Gemini. Theme and energy of March for Gemini. Ooh, okay. April for Gemini. April 2020. Okay, you guys are getting some pretty decent cards here. May for Gemini. June. Oh, hell yeah, July. Your cards are coming out quite a bit faster than, thank God, Tauruses and even Aries, honestly. All right, Gemini, let's look at January, February, March, April, May, June. Let's get July. Sorry, I always get that a little bit confused here. July for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You know what? We'll take it. August. August for Gemini. September. September 2020. What is your theme for Gemini? In September 2020, theme to your energy, theme to the month for you for September. Okay. October 2020. Oh yeah, we'll take that one. November 2020 for Gemini. Ooh, okay. And December. End of the year, December for Gemini. Did I get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got a little bit confused last time and I was like, oh my God, did I take out too many cards with Taurus? And I did not, but it threw me off for a second. So let's see, December, end of 2020 for Gemini. Oh, you know what? We're taking them both. Oh, hell yeah, we're taking them both because you're ending this year out great. Oh, frick yeah. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this is really nice. All right. I'm going to pull one from my Usi Pagan Otherworlds deck. Oof, as I knock over a bunch of stones here. And we're going to pull one for your general theme for 2020, Gemini. General theme for 2020 for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is your general theme of 2020? Ooh, what's this? Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so your general energy here, your general theme of the year is 8 of Wands. You got a lot going on. You're busy, you're changing, you're moving, you're growing. You are making things happen and you are shifting towards your goal here. This is momentum towards your end goals. Whatever goals you set out, it will be great. Also, again, guys, I don't know how many times we mentioned communication is good for you in the astrology part of the reading, but like I mentioned it like a million times. So, communication's great for you. You're communicating quite a bit. It's really, really nice. You're coming across very clearly. So we're going to see how your general energy here plays into all of these cards that came out, all, you know, for the year here ahead. January, we're starting it off nice and strong here with Strength. Strength is a card of perseverance, of, again, self-mastery. Where do you need to grow? Where do you need to overcome? What do you need to, you know, touch with a lighter hand? And it feels like more yourself, especially in terms of work, especially in terms of, you know, who you come across as. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You have come to a certain level and it's also asking you to continue to grow, to continue to mature, to continue to treat yourself kindly though through it and not beat yourself up over it. If she were to start beating that lion, it would probably attack her. You know, we catch more flies with honey than we do with vinegar is kind of a message with the Strength card. But overall, there is just a really beautiful energy of courage here. There's a lot of, you know, there's just a lot of really good luck here for this year. You're starting the year off strong in a really, like, general sense here. You've overcome quite a few difficulties and you are ready for this new year. You are going to own it. February, we get 9 of Wands reversed. And I know that doesn't seem like the best energy, but at the same time, the 9 of Wands reversed is very much about finding our way through adversity, finding our way through any type of difficulty here. Because when it's upright, he feels like he's on edge. He's gonna fight that last battle, but he's exhausted and he's been through a lot. When the 9 of Wands is reversed, you're kind of putting down the defensiveness and saying, you know, come at me, like, let it be, let it happen. So this is a very, very much focused on your boundaries, on, again, what did I just say? I'm like losing it here. Losing the word. And I mean boundaries, not just with other people, but boundaries in terms of what you believe in yourself, where you believe you can go. So as long as, like, defensiveness, that was the word. Don't be so defensive this month. I would say this is a month to release your defensiveness, and the more you put down your walls, the more you can let in here, the more you're able to communicate. And it feels like, again, there's an ease to communication this year, where it doesn't feel like, you know, we're hitting these weird brick walls and we're not able to communicate the way we want to, and we're feeling on edge and defensive about things. It's very much a smoother energy here. And I would say in February, as opposed to acting in a way that you used to act and being defensive and expecting the worst, expect better, because you are bringing in better. And as long as you expand your horizons and see how you can change and how you can continue to bring growth and stability, especially again in terms of career, in terms of the life that you want to nurture you. So that's what we're focusing on this year. March, we get Queen of Cups. That's good. She is, you know, in her feelings here. She's also she's very in touch with her feelings, very able to communicate them. She's also kind of has that romantic, loving kind of energy. She's very warm and loving. There's a lot of emotional depth with the Queen of Cups here. And she's able to communicate it. She also has a great slab of psychic and able to be a diviner. I can't say the word. Divine energies and information. So listen to your higher self, listen to your gut instinct. Here in March, you could be in a more emotional, more lovey-dovey, just really nice state here. Again, things are good. You're focusing again more on what makes you feel nurtured and happy in a lot of areas. What makes you feel more like that. And, you know, again, follow your intuition, follow your gut instinct, follow your feels. April, we get Queen of Wands. Love that energy. Very much Aries for a month that we would associate very often with Aries. So Queen of Wands is really, really nice energy. She is very much about she's kind of my business bitch, if I'm being honest. So I kind of see this as you guys taking a lead in terms of communication, you know, telling people what's what in terms of business, taking more leadership roles, taking the step up here. Because again, you guys are really stepping up, are really improving at work, are really getting the recognition and, you know, the step ups that you actually really do deserve. You're getting to much better positions in terms of work. And if you are fiery, you're passionate, you keep doing what you love, and you keep, you know, communicating the way you're communicating, it feels like especially April is going to be really good in terms of showcasing, you know, what you got. You know, you want to see what I got, here it is. And again, April 4th is that first conjunction, that first Jupiter conjunction with Pluto. So that's really good luck. Pay attention to any opportunities around them. We get May here for Ace of Cups, and that is lovely. January, February, March, April, just making sure it's May. May is nice, and we saw this at the bottom of the deck earlier. There's love, there is rejuvenation, there is such nice energy here. Even though Venus is going retrograde May 13th to June 25th, there is this really beautiful energy here. I think it's probably as the north, as your sign, the north node enters your sign, and then the south node enters your opposite sign. There is an ease to opening our heart, to communicating our feelings. We could be falling in love, offering love, you know, having a proposal, taking a relationship to a new level. But we're very much in our emotional depths here, and it feels very good. There's a lot of luck and happiness to love and expansion in the heart chakra here. So really lovey-dovey in May. June is looking so nice. June is looking really nice. We get the sun. And again, that's success, that's happiness, that's harmony. This is the best card in the deck. What will you be showing off to the world? This feels like the sun is shining down on you. Your time in the sun is here, literally. So people could be congratulating you. You could be getting, again, that next step up, you know, a huge raise, a really important assignment at work, something really huge in terms of opportunities that's like, wow, can it get any better than this? Like I have, you know, I would say June, wait, did I say May? Hold on. January, February, March, April, May, June. May and June are really, really beautiful standout months here. You have some other really good ones as well, especially the end of the year, but this is beautiful. This is 2 months of just love, joy, harmony, and celebration of success and, you know, getting there. It's like you're blooming and everyone's like, oh my God, Gemini, you're blooming and you're beautiful. And okay, so May, June, July. July is Hangman reverse. Whatever you've been hung up on, you're finally taking steps forward here. So whatever it is, and it feels more emotional, and especially in terms of baggage, what you've been carrying, or, you know, even into this new decade, you might have been like trying to work out some kinks here in terms of life. I got to get rid of, these kind of habits, this kind of thing. But whatever it is, regardless of what it has to do with, you've been hung up on, you're going to start making some tracks forward. You're going to make some decisions, see a path forward. You're done being hung up trying to find the answers and seeing it from a different perspective. You've spent your time doing that. You've been hung up about something, and now is the time to take what you have learned and to start stepping forward, making some changes. So again, January, February, April, May. No, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I'm sorry, guys. August. Knight of Pentacles. Moving forward really, really in terms of stability, stable situations. In terms of work, we're thinking of long-term goals. We're putting in the efforts in August. A goal that, it's something that we've been working towards for a long time, maybe even 6 months before this, or even manifestation goals that we're putting out now. It's like they're coming to fruition. You're starting to see them blossom. You're starting to see things happen. You could also be planting seeds for the future here, or thinking about more long-term goals, having new offers and opportunities come in that could grow into something much bigger. People might want to work with you. I'm getting people really do want to work with you this year. They want to communicate with you, and I would say use your connections with others to help bolster and boost your own career and vocational life. As we go into September, we get the Page of Swords. For me, Page of Swords kind of has a lot to do with your energy. It's getting new information, exploring new avenues of information, and again, finding new things out, things like that. So you could be finding out some type of information, seeing something. I don't know why this card is making the colors change in the lighting, but it is. So I'm going to try to hold it back a little bit, but I guess it's just going to make me red. We'll see. But Page of Swords is also a card that might have to do a little bit with spying and communication through online, like email, texting, all that stuff. So we could be seeing something, or spying a little bit. There's always kind of a watching, waiting, learning. What can I learn from this? How else can I look at this? Can I find a better way to communicate? Especially again, maybe you're getting success or new connections with people through the online in September. There's a lot of new information that I associate with the Page of Swords. New stuff coming in, poking at new knowledge, exploring, exploring that kind of stuff. Again, this is such a busy year, and there's so much communication. So put yourself out there. Do the traveling that you want to do. Communicate with people that you want to communicate with. Don't be afraid to make goals and, what is the word I'm looking for? To push on towards your goals and believe in them fully, because you guys got it this year. Like, you got it. October is amazing. 10 of Pentacles, like hell freaking yes. That is abundance. That is success. This is the card in terms of money, stability, the meat and the potatoes of a vocational situation coming into your home. So you have the material things that you need at home, the food, the family, all that really wonderful stability. Again, for me, 10 of Pentacles is the meat and the potatoes of any relationship, of the home, of money. It's like things really getting to a wonderful, abundant, and amazingly secure place. It's just, having the financial power here and material dominance in your life. Like, again, materially, you guys are doing incredible this year. Like, I want to be a Gemini. Gemini is actually, I think you guys are my Vedic rising, or my Vedic, maybe even, no, I don't think Vedic sun, but something. I think it's rising. Ooh, okay, November. I was like, what? How many cards we got left here? November, we get 7 of Cups. Exploring new options, exploring new avenues. 7 of Cups is exploring, which cup works for you, especially emotionally. I just feel like, what else is happening in November? November 12th is one of those conjunctions, one of those Jupiter-Pluto conjunctions, and we got a lunar eclipse on the 30th. So, again, there's a lot of exploring. Again, our feelings, it feels like, what do we like? What do we want to explore, learn more about? How does it aid us? How does it benefit us? There's a lot of exploratory energy here, very Piscean, digging through the cups, which means what to me? Is this important anymore? Emotionally, what does this bring up for me? What am I going to go with? So this is really interesting. You're exploring new avenues, new feelings, new options, new things that you enjoy or don't enjoy. So be open to that kind of stuff as well, and make sure that you're, especially in terms of work, what will help me enjoy it? What will bring more fulfillment to me? Seek out new opportunities that are more fulfilling. You're going to have a lot of opportunities this year, you guys. You're ending the year out with this. So I took both the cards because they both came out, and like, beautiful. Wheel of Fortune and 2 of Cups. You guys are literally bringing in love. You're bringing in the commitment that you want. You're bringing in the opportunities, whether it's love or career or both. You're bringing them in here. There is a leveling up in a relationship, leveling up in a romantic situation for sure. So some of you guys could be moving in together, getting married, realizing, you know, this is my person. Maybe you guys are really committing in a serious way, getting engaged, or something. I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of love here. There's really great amounts of success and luck in love and in money. It just feels great. You guys are ending the year like just flying into 2021 with even more success and happiness, and good things abound. You know, you guys have opportunities this year. You have great opportunities with work. So communicate, be on the communication path, reach out to people, make the connections, especially new connections this year. People want to offer you things. They want to ride your coattails. So make sure you're bringing in the right people for sure. But it feels like opportunities are just like abound for you. You guys are absolutely just like sunshine success, and everybody can see it and feel it. And it's great. So Gemini, those are your messages for 2020 to 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, do check out your monthlies month to month. Do make sure to subscribe if you really enjoyed it, guys. I would super appreciate a share of the video to whoever you think might enjoy it, or, you know, on Facebook or whatever. Thank you so much for all of your support, my amazing Geminis. Again, if you want to book a reading, all that info is below this video in the description box. Check out the readings for your sun, moon, rising, and definitely your Venus. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful and blessed day and rest of the year if I don't see you. Namaste.